The technique for overriding or implementing equality for a value type is basically the same no matter what your reasons for wishing to do this are. Here's the struct that I'm going to use for this example. It's called food item, and it's quite similar to the food type that I've used in the previous modules. However, I've developed it a little further for this module. It now has two fields, a string which contains the name of the food, and an enum which gives the food group from a choice of meat, fruit, vegetables and sweets. In real life there are obviously a lot of other food groups, but having just those in the enum will be more than enough for our demos in this course. And we have a constructor that sets these fields, and a suitable toString method. And of course the crucial point is that this type is a value type. Let's just go over the things we need to do to implement equality. Firstly, we want to override objects.equals to make it more efficient and avoid using reflection. That will help performance significantly. But if we really want equality to have good performance, we need to get rid of the boxing too. That's obviously not possible for a method that takes an object as a parameter, and the solution to that is of course to implement IEquatable of food item. This gives us a high performance equals method that doesn't require boxing, and also because it's an interface method, advertises to any other code using food item that we have this ability. Even better, it's type safe. And of course we want the equality operator to work in C#, so we need to provide an implementation of that. And I stress good practice requires that you do all three of these in order to keep them in sync and consistent. Doing only one or two of these is a mistake. For example, if you provide an equality operator overload, but don't override the equals method, then you risk the operator and the method doing different things, which is obviously bad for consumers of your struct. It looks like this should all be enough, but actually there are two more things to do. Firstly, C# demands that if you implement the equals operator, then you must also implement the not equals operator. And the final thing is that whenever you override objects.equals, you also need to override a separate method, objects.getHashCode, to match your equality definition. So this means there are 5 things you need to do. And unfortunately there's no way out of it. It's all pretty boring, repetitive boilerplate code, but if you want to implement equality following good practices for your value types, you need to do all this.